Okay, 9-6 areas and the coordinate plane. It's on Power School, I think.
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay, areas in the coordinate plane. An area of a rhombus. The area of a rhombus is the base times the height.
Fun.
Okay? We're gonna have lots of formulas, and we're gonna use a lot of formulas too. Okay? So A equals area, B equals base, H equals height. Cool. Nothing you haven't done
Abby,
before.
we did Annie a while ago.
So, what is the area of this rhombus?
Exactly.
90.
90. Pretty simple, yes?
I would say
Base
so.
times height.
Based on top.
Why not?
Top.
From the high.
How do I find the area of this rhombus?
You have to do
Distance.
distance formula.
You have to use distance formula to find the distance of the base and the distance of the height, correct?
Yes.
And then
Which means what do I need to do?
18.
Oh boy.
That's all you read.
How'd you get 18?
I
The
just counted
distance
them.
formula.
We
How do you know which
You
one's
counted
the
what?
base?
The
The
points.
like the
One.
spots.
Okay, what if it's not on a coordinate plane?
Then I'll.
And they just give you, let's say they just give you X and Y values, but it's not on a plane where I can
Then
count
you have to plug
boxes.
in the distance
Then you do
formula.
distance formula.
Or, I can make it easier for you,
But we just made it pretty easy.
okay?
Yeah.
Or you can take the absolute value of the Y values, subtract the Y values, so Y2 minus Y1, take the absolute value of it, because when I'm doing the distance, I have to have a positive answer, okay? And then take that's the base, then take the absolute value of the X coordinates, subtract it from each other, that's your height, and multiply them together. Because essentially, when
Write
you're
it down so I
using
can
the
write it
distance
down.
formula, you're getting it down to that point.
Could you write it down so that I know exactly what to write? So this is a formula to find what?
So like, okay.
Like the area of a rhombus.
That would be your height, right?
For the
Because
for a rhombus?
Y is the height on mine,
This works for
and then my base would be,
It's for a parallelogram.
and then you just multiply those two together, because you have your base and height now. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, because essentially you're getting to that point when you're using the distance formula, except for you can cite yourself
So for a
sometime.
rhombus and a parallelogram, it's based on type.
Yes, because a rhombus is a parallelogram.
So how many
But it's a parallelogram or rhombus.
Whoa, buddy.
does this only apply to parallelograms?
Well,
Or parallelogram?
it says the area of a
So
rhombus,
we're still
correct?
talking about rhombus,
But we'll learn some more stuff.
And then you multiply them together?
Correct. So in this case, if I would have used the coordinates, okay? If I would have used coordinates on this one, I could have used a coordinate of -2, 2, and I could have used a coordinate of 4, 2, and done that and multiplied them together.
Okay.
Okay, make my life simple,
Loves it.
okay? What about here?
You can do, so where does it end? 7? I can't really see. 7 and -2. So the,
Oh, that's how you're gonna do your height?
yeah. So the,
Where are you?
sorry, no, I was looking at something else. So for length, you can do, it's, 4,
Okay, let me-
7.
Let me ask a question, what shape is this?
It's
Rectangle.
a rectangle.
So I really do have to use distance formula on this, because I need a length and I need a
Height.
width.
So
or
you would
whatever.
do, -2, 1, and,
So my points are -2, 1, yes.
and 4, 7.
What
That's
is
for
my,
height.
what is my point down here on this?
On the long ways, it's -2, 1 also.
No, it's not.
I mean, like -1, 2.
-1, 2.
-1, -2, sorry. -1, -2.
Okay,
That's
what
for,
is, so
that's
then,
for height.
that's for height. For my run, or my base, right, I can use this again,
Yeah.
-1, -2.
And
And
then
then what is
8,
that?
1,
8, 1.
yes.
So now I use distance formula, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's focus on this first, distance. How do I do it?
Y2
minus y1?
No, it's 1.
Just tell me numbers.
It's -2,
-2
-2 minus 1
yeah, minus
squared
-1 squared, okay.
What is the distance formula?
plus,
Y1 minus Y2.
okay,
-1 plus 2.
Wait
squared, and then you get -3, so 6, and
No, So you get the square root of 10, correct? Okay, maybe, this seems weird to me.
I don't like this. Let's just do
Okay, so square root of 10, now what? Now what?
What do you do the other
Then
one?
you do the distance of the other one and then.
The distance of the other one? Okay, distance of the other one is what?
1 plus 2 squared.
That's number 5. Number 5 killed one.
-1 minus 8 squared.
Oh, I thought we were doing the y's first.
Here we
It
did.
doesn't matter.
I thought we did the y's.
Here we
It-
did. It doesn't matter, it's actually, the formula really does say
Yeah.
x plus
X
x
Oh,
squared, but it doesn't matter, it's gonna come out the same.
okay.
But it does, the formula technically speaking.
Oh, it is squared, okay, I forgot that part.
So then I get 9, -9, which is 81, yes?
Yes.
And I get 3, which is 9, so I get radical 90. Now, it says, what is the area of this figure? How can I figure out the area?
You divide the other one.
The
What?
Multiply
You just
them.
multiply
You
those two.
multiply them?
Oh, do we
If I
find both of them? I
multiply
wasn't
them,
paying
what do you
attention.
get?
Well,
Radical
line.
radical 900.
It's
No, 9,000.
30.
Radical 900, which
It's
means what?
9,000.
No.
No, it's not.
90
I
times
thought-
10. Sorry, I forgot I said that. That was extremely low.
And you get what?
30
30 what?
units.
Yes.
Units
Square zeros.
squared.
Third.
30 units squared. Now, what if I wanted to find the perimeter?
You
would
take
add the
You
two
would-
distances and then multiply them by 2.
No, you would-
No.
you multiply both of those by
You just
two.
add all of them.
What do you mean the
You
two
would add them.
distances?
So you
So-
take radical 10 times 2
Ooh.
and then radical 90 times 2 and then
Add
add
it
those
together.
Okay.
Well, let's just be
So then you get,
It's 100.
what is radical 10 times 2?
Radical 20.
No,
Radical.
Radical 100.
no,
It's 10.
Oh,
2 radical 10.
2 radical 10, thank you.
Right.
And what's
Plus
2
2
times-
radical 90.
Okay, and then what do you need to do from there?
Then you need to
Foil.
no. There's no variable.
Proportions. See, it makes no sense.
Why are we doing this part?
Why are you yelling proportion?
Why are we doing this?
Foil.
No, I was okay.
No, stop.
Why are we doing this part?
What can 90 break down into?
It's Corona time.
30 and 3.
9 and 10.
9 and 10.
Oh, that too.
And then 9 breaks down
Okay,
into
3.
3s, which means I can take that outside, yes?
yes.
So then I get 3 times 2, which is 6, radical 10. Can I add those together?
Yes, because they're both.
What do you get?
You get 8.
8 radical 10 is my perimeter.
Oh, we're doing your.
Well, I never thought that I was going to use algebra again. Till algebra 2.
Nope.
I didn't sign up for this.
Okay. What is the area of this triangle?
We have to
This is the
find.
type of geometry I signed up for. I didn't sign up for proofs.
What is the?
So, negative 2, sorry. Yes, negative 2, 0, and negative 2, 1. No, sorry, 1, negative
Okay,
2.
stop
You
talking.
have to find the midpoint of AB.
No,
You have
guys.
to find the
Dear
length
Lord.
and the height.
How do you find the area of a triangle? I wrote it on there.
1/2 base
Base
times
times
height.
height. So you
So
have
I
to
find
find
the
a base
base and
and you
the
have to
height.
find the height. Okay? This is a weird looking triangle, yes? So I can draw the height up the middle, right?
Like a bisector.
Which means I have to find the what, Abby?
The midpoint.
The midpoint of this. So I need to use midpoint and I need to use distance and distance.
That's
Yes?
a lot. This is gonna take a
Okay.
lot of work.
So we're not gonna, I'm not gonna do that because
I have
you
a
can do
midpoint.
those formulas. But I need you to understand that's the process you need to go through, yes?
Yes.
Area of a trapezoid is this formula.
Oh, I
Area
read this.
equals 1/2 of base 1 plus base 2 times the height. Okay, so when I'm finding the mid segment, what's the formula for that, for a trapezoid?
1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times
No, I said when I find the mid segment of a trapezoid, what is the
height.
formula?
1/2
Base 1 plus base 2.
Yeah, 1/2 base 1 plus base 2. Okay, so I took what the mid segment was and I'm multiplying it by the height, correct? So if I have a mid segment already, I don't even have to do that extra work. I can just take my mid segment times my height. use some common sense sometimes, save yourself some work. So how would this come out? What would I say?
There's like no postulate in theorem.
This area is 1/2
I
what?
love it.
Base one.
Which is
6
plus 8 times,
4.
what's 6 plus 8?
14.
7.
Okay, 7.
Now,
What's 7 times 4?
20.
28
Yes.
meters squared. If you forget units of measure, I will mark your stuff wrong.
Nice.
Mark my card.
Okay,
I was looking at these.
trapezoid, how do I find this one?
Okay, so
1/2 base 1 times plus base 2 times height.
we don't have any numbers.
Well, you make
But
them
it's
up.
on a
Graph.
unit.
You can
So,
They have
what
to-
is my base 1?
4.
4, what's my base 2?
8.
Yeah, 8.
8, what's 8 plus 4?
We said
12 divided by 2?
6.
Where's my height?
28. It's the side. You can use the left.
Four
side.
also.
Literally, you're such
It's the
a.
same
4
thing.
also?
Times 4.
Big but small.
It comes out to the same thing, yes?
Yes.
This one. Ooh, this wants to know what base 1 is. How can I work that?
25
You
is
can just
equal
plug
to
in,
1/2,
formula.
6 plus.
25
B1.
equals 1/2.
You're so smart, Brandon.
B1
Yeah, I
plus
know.
6.
So my head's
Times
right now.
4. So what do I need to do?
You need to
You're
divide by
1/2
four.
base 1 plus
Divide
1/2
multiply by
times
two.
4. 1/2.
Multiply both sides by 2,
Yes.
because if I take 1/2 and 4, that reduces
Yeah,
to
my size is for
2. So not multiply both sides by 2,
Divide.
divide both sides by.
It does work. It does that. It does all that.
What's 25 divided by 2?
You guys
12.5.
have got the CJ impression down.
12.5 equals B1 plus 6. Now what?
Subtract.
So then B1 equals
6.5.
yards. Okay, when you are talking about kites, okay, and about a rhombus, finding the area. A rhombus and a kite have the same formula, okay? Rhombus and kite's area formula is 1/2 of diagonal 1 times diagonal 2.
Yeah, isn't a rhombus based on height?
It is. But you can also find the area,
If you don't have the base and height and you only have diagonals?
correct,
But you can do what?
correct.
Caleb, please. No.
Okay, the area of a kite and rhombus using diagonals. So, you can find the area of a rhombus 2 different ways, by base and height or by diagonals, okay? So, on a rhombus, the diagonals are simple to identify. On a kite, don't forget that the cross sections are what the diagonals are, because they don't look diagonal in our mind, right? They're still a
Oh
diagonal.
my
It's from a
goodness.
vertice to a vertice. Okay, so it's 1/2 diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. The only way you won't do well in this is if you don't memorize these formulas. Or if you do some dumb math. So,
Wait, I need to go back for like 2 seconds. 1/2 D1 times D2.
so how do you figure out what this, area of this kite is?
Okay, so we have
1/2 times 13.
times 12.
I mean,
Times 12.
That's
What's
So it's
12
a-
times
Well,
13?
I can just in my head. It's 100, and then it's 3 times 2 is 6, and it's 106.
160,
It's 156.
156. And then what do I have to do with that?
You have
Divide it by 2, so it is 78, Sam says. 78 units squared, okay? This is what 9/6 is on.
Oh.
Thanks, Rescue.
Cindy and Pat.
I like this.
I have to be at the baseball field really early.